Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, welcome back to my video. And in this video, we will already in the fifth meeting, yeah. And in this meeting, I will give you a new Tesol methodology that we will discuss. Okay, last time I talked about cooperative language learning, and now I will discuss about problem-based learning. This is one of the teaching methodology, everyone. So look at here, everyone. As usual, before we go on the material, I will read first the vision of English Education Study Program. To become an outstanding English education study program in developing digital-based learning materials with a local wisdom approach and fostering edupreneurs with global competitiveness guided by a noble character or ahlakul karimah. And then also, to make our learning full barokah, I will explain to you and also recite the Quran Surah Al-Baqarah verse 269. It's about knowledge as a gift from Allah. Let me recite for you. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yu'til hikmata man yasha' ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا وما يذكر إلا أولو الألباب صدق الله العظيم. Okay, everyone, look at here. The meaning of this Surah Al-Baqarah verse 269 is He or Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala grants wisdom to whom He wills, and whoever has been granted wisdom has certainly been given much good. And none will remember except those of understanding. So, this Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 269, talk about knowledge is one of the blessings bestowed by Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Through knowledge, humans are able to comprehend the wisdom embedded in life. Knowledge is not only provides understanding but also cultivates wisdom in action. Therefore, seeking knowledge is one of the ways to attain the great blessing from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. So everyone, remember, if we have a knowledge, so we have to be grateful. Why? Because knowledge is a gift from Allah. Allah give us understanding something. It means Allah open up the door for our successful to do something. Everyone can say we are clever. Everyone can be a doctor. Everyone can be a lecturer. Because of what? Because Allah give us a knowledge as a gift to us in this world and to guide us in hereafter. Okay, so when we learn about Tesol methodology, hopefully this is also one of the gift from Allah to know everything, the methodology that we already studied, everyone. So we can be a better teacher in the future and choosing the best teaching methodology that fit and needed by our students in the classroom. Okay, now let me continue to the material. Today is a problem-based learning. This is one of the teaching methodology, everyone. So I will explain to you what we will discuss in this occasion. The first one is definition and model. The second one, strength and weaknesses, sample activity in the classroom, and conclusion and suggestion. So by learning this material, you will understand what is problem-based learning and also the model of problem-based learning, and then the strength and the weaknesses, and also the sample activity when using problem-based learning in the classroom. Okay, everyone, let's start from the definition and the model of problem-based learning. Problem-based learning, or PBL, is a student-centered approach where learners solve real-world complex problems in small groups applying existing and new knowledge. Burroughs, 1986, defines PBL as active learning that enhances critical thinking, research, and collaboration skill. PBL typically involve interdisciplinary problem solving, such as integrating biology, chemistry, and ethics in medical education. Okay, so PBL here, problem-based learning, actually common teaching methodology in science, everyone. But how about project-based learning in English subject? We can also use problem-based learning in English subject, everyone. Yeah. Okay, and then the PBL, problem-based learning process, includes first problem presentation. If we want to use this teaching methodology, the first one, if we have to present the problem, yeah, problem presentation, introduces an open-ended real-world problem, because this teaching method is based on the case study, yeah. We have to make a case so students can solve the problem. The second one, identifying knowledge gap. Students assess what they need to learn. And the third, research. Students independently research the problem. To solve the problem, to solve the case, students have to do the research. And the fourth is collaboration. Group discuss and synthesize findings. By using problem-based learning here, students not only think critically, but also can collaborate, everyone, with another students in a group discussion to discuss the cases that they need to solve and synthesize the finding, the solving of the problem. And then solution development. Students also need to develop the solution, yeah. Students can make their own, proposed solution, everyone. And then the last, reflection and feedback. By using problem-based learning, students can also reflect on the learning and receive feedback also from the teacher and the students in their group discussion. So this problem-based learning is really fit for students to learn collaboratively and in real life situation of the case. And then look at here, we have a strength and weaknesses, everyone, from this problem-based learning teaching method. The first one, we will discuss the strength first, okay? Enhances critical thinking. Yeah, I already talked about critical thinking. When we as a teacher use problem-based learning as a teaching method by presenting the cases or the problem, student will think carefully. Student will doing a critical thinking about the case that they should have or they should solve the problem of the case. Yeah. So PBL requires students to critically evaluate, analyze, and synthesize information to solve problem, fostering independent and multi-perspective thinking. Because each students can have a different in solving the problem. Even if the case is the same, but the solution can be different for each student. So it can be a multi-perspective of thinking. That's a very nice, yeah. Next is improve engagement and motivation. Real-world relevant problems increase students' motivation and make learning more enjoyable. By doing project problem-based learning, students can have an engagement with another students and also with the teachers. And they will get also motivation from another students to, to work together and to solve the problem together. Yeah. And next, develop collaborative skills. Students also can build their collaborative skill, work together, work in a teamwork, preparing students for collaboration in the future work environment. Yeah, so they will not individual work, but in a collaboration. And then promotes lifelong learning. By encouraging self-directed learning, project-based learning helps students become lifelong learner. Because what? Because they learn from the case, from real life situation cases. And then next, integrates multiple disciplines. Project-based learning addresses interdisciplinary problems, allowing students to connect knowledge from various fields. Yeah, so it can be, if we talk about English, it can be slightly connect with another subject, yeah. But it doesn't matter because in this problem-based learning, students learn from the problem. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. I can give you an example. For example, is when we give the students a case like why Indonesian student always making a mistake when pronouncing English words. Yeah, because Indonesian student is not a native English. Their daily routine in speaking English is low. They always speak in local language or in Indonesian language. It means that every part of their English speaking or English learning will be influenced by their local language like Sundanese or Japanese English. That's it. Okay, that's all the strength of problem-based learning. Now we will discuss the weaknesses of problem-based learning. There are four weaknesses in using problem-based learning teaching method. The first, time-intensive. Problem-based learning takes more time due to research, discussion, and reflection, making it difficult to cover large content in a limited time. Yeah, we know that when we discuss something, especially a case, we need sometimes we need more time, everyone. So, using problem-based learning in a limited time is impossible. Yeah, so you need to uh, arrange first when you want to use this problem-based learning. The second one is requires skill facilitation. Teachers act as facilitators, needing special skill to guide discussion without directing learning, which not all educators are trained for. So, by using problem-based learning, some required skill of one of them is critical thinking is really needed. Yeah. So in here, teachers have to be a facilitator for the student, especially when it comes to the group discussion. Teachers should being a moderator during the discussion. So when there is a group that didn't understand at all about the case, a teacher can act as a guider to make everything clear so student can start their critical thinking like that. And the third, not suitable for all subjects. Some subjects, especially those needing foundational knowledge, may not fit well with problem-based learning. That's it, everyone. And the last one, assessment challenges. Evaluating both process and understanding in problem-based learning is more complex than traditional assessment. Why? Because for the assessment, you need to assess each students. You shouldn't assess only per groups, yeah, because it's not fair. It's unfair for the process of students in think critically. Because I said before that we have one case, but the solving or the idea of solving the problem can be different from each student. They can have a more than one solution to one problem. Okay, but it doesn't matter. That's very normal, yeah. And it makes everything more creative in problem-based learning when students can have more than one solution. Okay, next, this is the sample activity in the classroom. Problem-based learning activity in the classroom. This is the example, everyone. First, the classroom activity, designing a suitable city. Students work in group to design a sustainable city using a fictional plot of land, addressing environmental, economic, and social challenges. The step first, introduction, explain urban sustainability and its significance. B, group discussion, identify specific challenges like water scarcity and pollution, brainstorming solution. And then the research, investigate sustainable practices for city planning. And the D, reflection. After presentation, students discuss their learning and real-world application. For example, Bali focuses on ecotourism and sustainable agriculture to balance growth with environmental preservation. This is just the example, yeah. You can make another sample for problem-based learning activity. There are many more sample, yeah. And then a waste management plan. Students develop a comprehensive waste management plan to promote sustainability and reduce environmental impact. Step first, identify practice. Discuss local waste generation and management methods. For the research, explore innovative solutions like recycling and composting. Plan development, create a detailed waste management plan focusing on reduction and community engagement. And for the presentation, share plans with the class, highlighting benefit and challenges. And feedback session, encourage constructive feedback. Example, Bandung Waste Bank program allows residents to exchange recyclables for money or services, promoting recycling from the society. Okay, or we can also make a green space project. Students design a green space to enhance community well-being and sustainability. The step first, discuss benefit, explore the significance of green space for health and community engagement. Design proposal, create a plan for a public park or community garden. Environmental impact assessment, discuss the environmental benefit of the design. Presentation, explain the design features and benefits in the class. And the last one, class feedback, gather suggestion for improvement. Yeah, and so on. For example, here, Tanaman Supati in Jakarta promotes community interaction and environmental awareness of the society, of course. Okay, that's all example activity that can be used in the classroom using problem-based learning. Now we are coming to the end. I will give you the conclusion of this project-based learning material. Yeah, problem-based learning represents a significant shift from traditional teacher-centered education method by engaging students as active problem solvers. Problem-based learning fosters critical thinking, collaboration, deeper knowledge acquisition. While it does come with challenges such as increased time demands and the needs for skill facilitation. Its advantages in promoting engagement, motivation, and lifelong learning make it valuable tools in modern education. This term paper has explored the definition and structure of project-based learning, examine its strengths and weaknesses, everyone. If you want to use this problem-based learning in the classroom. It's a hope that promote students to solve real-world problems, yeah, in their real-world situation. And this problem-based learning also work for the 21st century, though, so it fits for this global or technology era, yeah. And then for the suggestion, there is a key recommendation for teachers implementing this problem-based learning. For training, teachers need problem-based learning facilitation skill. And for the curriculum, integrate problem-based learning for foundational knowledge and real-world issues. And for the assessment, use method to evaluate process, collaboration, and critical thinking. You can use one of the example of assessment using rubric assessment for evaluate processes, yeah, collaboration and critical thinking. And for the adaptation, modify problem-based learning to suit different subject and learning goals. That's all, everyone. Before we close the meeting, I also want to give you the assignment, and this assignment you will find again in the Google Classroom. Don't worry, yeah. I will just explain to you in this video. The assignment, of course, you have to watch my recorded teaching video. So if you already watch me talking about problem-based learning, well done. You passed the first step of assignment, yeah. The second one, after you understand what is problem-based learning, you have to do summarize all the material that already I explained, yeah. And the third, not only summarize the material, you also need to search one example of sorry, this is not project but problem. I will revise. It should be problem, yeah. Problem-based learning. You have to search one example of problem-based learning teaching activities, yeah, that different from the material already explained by me, yeah. And then you have to explain it by yourself by recording into a video. The duration of the video should be around 3 minutes or more. And the last one, share your link video in a Google Classroom assignment as the proof you did the assignment. That's all, everyone, that I can explain to you. This is the references. You can search if you want to read more, yeah. And voila, we are in the end of this video. Uh, Thank you so much for watching my video. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you on my next video. Bye bye, everyone.